Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's me. Y'all know what it is. I'm coming back with another video. Last night, Black Girls Rock premiered on BET. Not even premiered, but it aired last night on BET, and I gotta say, I did enjoy the show. I really can't even remember what too much happened last year, but let me just say it wasn't really memorable. BET definitely came back with more memorable moments on the show. I enjoyed Tracee Ellis Ross and Regina King hosting because I fucking love Regina King. I've been in love with her since Friday, Poetic Justice, and Boys in the Hood. And Tracee Ellis Ross, I've been in love with her since Girlfriends. Like, Tracee Ellis Ross, she's one of those people who are funny, but when you look at them, you would never think that they would actually be funny. So, like, when she be doing her thing, it's like, you are so silly. And I love each and every moment of it. But, yeah, they were the hosts, and the show was pretty much, I would have liked it more if they would have put the least anticipated performances in the beginning instead of like scrambled around. Because, okay, let's just go from beginning to like the end. Alright, so Alicia Keys opened up the show with Girl on Fire. Now, I really wasn't into the performance only because I'm not really a fan of the song. Like, I never really gave the song a thorough listen. I just knew that this was the new song that she chose to come out with, and it was, I mean, it was alright. Like, I didn't dislike it, but I really didn't like it either. And like, her vocals, I guess they were okay. Like, she did pretty much give like what she normally does, but it wasn't really like wow. Like, Alicia Keys, like, I really love some of her performances, but this was definitely not one of the ones I love. Like, one of my favorite performances by Alicia Keys is when she performed Teenage Love Affair on the BET Awards of 2008. So, after her, Brandy performed. She performed her new single, Wildest Dreams. Brandy, I definitely think, I haven't even heard your album, but I've heard, well, I haven't heard, but I've read great reviews. It's pretty apparent to me that you have a great album, but I don't think that Wildest Dreams is a good follow-up to Put It Down. I mean, Put It Down was everywhere. Like, I didn't even like Put It Down at first when I heard it on YouTube, but after seeing the video and hearing it over and over again, it really grew on me. I'm like, Brandy, this is a hot fucking song that you came out with. But Wildest Dreams, it's like, okay, Brandy, this is kind of fucking boring. Like, her performance, it was, you know, she put on a decent show. Like, she didn't really give what she could have given. The dancing was alright, but her vocals were on point. Definitely live, on point vocals. But other than that, like, I just kind of found it like, yeah. But, that's after Brandy. Next, I believe Ciara performed. And Ciara was kind of boring to me too. I mean, you know, she lip synced. We all know that Ciara isn't a singer; she's an entertainer, given. But you know, she lip synced, and you know, usually she relies on her dancing and like putting on a good show because she normally always gives a good show. But this time, like, it was boring to me. Like, she really wasn't giving me anything with the dancing. Like, and the lip sync, it was just throwing me off. And I have a problem with her lip syncing. Like, I just. And then, like, she brought Missy Elliott out, and like they started with like Lose Control. But like, if they was gonna do that, they should have had like a bunch of dancers up on there just like doing the Lose Control. Bless me. But they should have. Oh, yes. Bless me again. They should have had like a bunch of they had a big group of dancers just going up there losing control, but they didn't. It was like kind of boring. And Missy came out. She came out with this black jacket on. Then she disappeared, came out with this blue jacket on. Then she started doing one of her songs. I don't know if it was Triple Threat or Ninth Inning, but whatever the case might be, it was not hot. So their performance was just boring to me. Like, I was expecting Ciara to just kill it and fucking shut it down, but like, she didn't. Neither did Missy Elliott coming out. Like, that didn't help either. Like, it just wasn't how it could have been. Furthermore, on the show, you know, we got Keyshia Cole next. Now, anybody who knows me knows that I love Keyshia Cole. I've been in love with her since she first came out, and she pretty much had a dry spell with A Different Me, Calling All Hearts era. But I think she's going back to the she's bringing back the way it is in the Just Like You era. I think she's really coming back out with that fire. This is bothering me right here. I don't know if y'all can tell, but when you look to the side, it's like this little, it's bothering the hell out of me. I need a haircut. But anyway, you know, she came out performing Trust and Believe. I fucking love that song. I fucking love it. And I think it's a good follow-up to Enough or No Love. And she came out and she looked beautiful. Everything was like together. So, you know, in the performance, all of a sudden, you know, she's getting ready to do them high parts. Then she just fucking. Then she started singing again. I'm like, Keisha, like these are like, as soon as you start getting ready to go into that excitement and you get into that intensity, you just pause and let the background singers take over. Like, really? It annoyed me because she does that all the fucking time. Like when I'm trying to watch a performance of her singing I Remember or Heaven Sent, when she's getting ready to like take the song away, she just stops and like does something weird. Like, what the fuck, Keisha? Stop doing that because it's pissing me off. I'm tired of seeing that. I can't wait to see another performance of yours where you just fucking kill it from beginning to the end. But you did not do that for me on Black Girls Rock. You were not a Black Girl Who's Rocking last night, I gotta say. But anyway, her performance was good. Other than that. And I wasn't really here for her like pausing during the excitement and the intensity. But other than that, you know, she did what she did. It could have been better. Like, a lot of these performances, like, they was, like, giving me stuff, but, like, it could have been so much better. Like, y'all definitely got to go harder next year. Anyway, after Keisha, India.Arie performed. I was never really a big fan of India.Arie. I never really liked her, especially when she first came out, because when she came out, that's the time when Aaliyah died. And they was having all these awards for Aaliyah after she was nominated for a lot of awards after she died, and the awards that she didn't get was given to India.Arie. I'm like, man, fuck her. Fuck that bitch. You know, she bald head. I don't like her ass. But, you know, I don't feel that way today, but I never really liked her. And I never really got into her music, and her performance was like, it was kind of boring, but I did find it interesting that she was playing the flute, because not a lot of women actually play instruments. When you think about like old Bootsy Collins and Prince and all of them, there wasn't a lot of women among them. So I found it interesting that she was playing an instrument other than the piano, because that's really pretty much all women play, if not anything else. So her performance was like a snooze. And then furthermore, I think after that, that's when they had the male tribute where they brought out Luke James, Eric Benet, and Anthony Hamilton, who really did good. If y'all know who Luke James is, he just came out with that song I Want You. Eric Benet, y'all should know Eric Benet, and Anthony Hamilton has the voice of 1,000 slaves harmonizing. They all came out and they sung Wildflower. They all did a great job. It was really good. I enjoyed it. All the women, you can tell, like, they had to, they would definitely be washing their panties as soon as they got home, because they were definitely wet. But they came out and they delivered. Then after them, I think that's when SWV performed. Y'all, anybody who knows me knows I love SWV to death. Definitely one of my favorite girl groups of all time. TLC being number 1, SWV being number 3, Escape being the second. But anyway, I love them to death. They are definitely a vintage girl group. And it was like, I thought they were going to close out the show because they performed like later on during the show. And they performed right here, Human Nature. Then they transitioned to I'm So Into You. And they closed out the performance with Weak. Coco fucking killed that run at the end. And it was like dope just to see like this vintage girl group. Here they are 20 years later. They came out in 1992. 20 years later, still doing their thing. Even though they did kind of break up, they got back together. And now they come back with a new album. Like, not a lot of groups who actually came back actually come back with albums. Like, they do tours going around the world singing the same old shit. SWV actually came out with a new album to sing. So, they came out and they killed it. And I loved it. They were, no, not that. But I was about to say something else. But anyway, they came out, they killed it. I loved it. They all looked great. Hair and makeup was like flawless. I loved it. And I was hoping they was gonna close out the show, because like it just seemed like something that you would close out with. But India.Arie ended up closing out the show again. And I don't have a problem with her performing twice, but I feel like if she was gonna close out the show, then they could have got somebody else to perform the first time she performed, because the first time she performed, like, I could have done without it. I feel like her closing out the show was a lot better than her performing the first time. But she decided to perform I Am Not My Hair, which is like an inspirational song, it has a message behind it. And I feel like it was perfect to perform at Black Girls Rock, because I'm pretty sure all the black girls in there have probably had some issue with letting their hair define themselves, and I thought that was great to close out the show with. Like, she was definitely doing a lot better than she did the first time she performed. She was actually keeping me awake the second time she performed. But other than that, all the performances, I would give like the performances overall like a C+. Because I feel like the only people who delivered was Luke James, Eric Benet, Anthony Hamilton, and SWV. And India Irene. Even though like I wasn't like too much into her second performance, she was giving me what I would have wanted to see from other people, which was actually something worth talking about. Like Ciara, like she didn't kill her like I wanted her to kill it. Brandy was dull. Keisha Cole disappointed me. It's like, what the fuck were y'all doing? But I got a feeling like they did kind of come back. Because, like I said, the one before this one, it was, like, not really memorable. This one, I feel like I will remember for some time. Like, it's worth talking about. But I think next year, they're definitely going to come back harder. Alicia Keys won an award. I don't know which one it was. So did Janelle Monáe. So did a gynecologist from Africa. And so did Dionne Warwick. And another woman, I think she was, like, the founder of Essence Magazine. With the braids, I can't remember her name, but I love Dionne Warwick speak. Like, Dionne Warwick is so funny to me. I always liked her since Celebrity Apprentice when she was like, she told Nene, "You're a coward, baby." I got your number, hussy. Like, she was just hilarious to me, especially like at the Whitney Houston funeral when she was like, "We're gonna have a few words from Aretha." Goes to her seat, gets up, comes back to the podium. Aretha's not here. She knew she wasn't going to be there. And I just thought she was hilarious. When she came on and got her award, she was like, "Hey." Dionne Warwick was hilarious. I loved her. But you could see right up her goddamn nose. It's almost like this the whole damn time. Like, shit. If somebody seen a booger in your nose and didn't fucking tell you, you need to get them the fuck out your circle. Because they are not your friend. But other than that, the show was like, it was decent. I did enjoy it. Like, I enjoyed Regina King and Tracee Ellis Ross. The performances were just enough to keep me interested. But next time, they should definitely put, like, the least anticipated people in the beginning. So, like, they can be like, people want to see who they want to see and then just turn from the show and never fucking turn back. Like, keep people, like, in the show. I mean, into the show. And other than that, it was, like, it was decent. Like, I enjoyed it. Tell me, like, what y'all think, you know. Follow me on Twitter at VicChambliss, VicChambliss, and just tell me what y'all think. Like I said, I enjoyed it. What do y'all think of the show? Do a video response, leave a comment, all that great stuff. Anyway, y'all have just wrote the Maverick. Peace.